Welcome back to San Antonio Living. This morning we want to talk about caring for your senior family member, your senior friend. There is a new place here in San Antonio that really caters to the older part of our community, and it's called Autumn Leaves. And joining us to tell us a little bit more, Brenda Abbott-Schultz is here with Autumn Leaves. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about Autumn Leaves, because I know you guys are a little bit different than the traditional senior care facility.
We are. Autumn Leaves product specializes in all dementia exclusively.
Okay.
So that is the only type of client that we care for.
Okay. So is it someone who is in the early stages of dementia, into Alzheimer's? I mean, how far do you go?
That's a great question, and our specialization is in the entire dementia spectrum.
Okay.
So someone with Alzheimer's or some other type of dementia can come to us in the earlier stages, and we manage them through the end of life.
Okay. That's so important to know, because it really sets you apart from some of the other facilities here in San Antonio. What do people need to know when they're looking at a facility like this for someone they love?
Mm-hmm. There's lots of things that they need to know. The first thing is, getting a diagnosis of dementia for their loved one.
Okay.
So that they can be ensured that they're getting to the right community.
Okay.
And then really looking at the staff. What type of training do the staff have? At Autumn Leaves, we have 24 hours a day, 7-day-a-week staff, including nursing. To really manage through some of those medical diagnoses and some of the other issues that come along with dementia.
And we should mention that your staff is especially trained to deal with the patients that do have dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yes, they go through extensive dementia training, and in fact their CDP training, which is a national certification to be a dementia practitioner.
Okay. Why is it important to have special care for someone who's experiencing memory loss or dementia?
The interactions that you have with someone who has dementia is very different than those that you would have with someone who doesn't have dementia. And so if they're having a bad day and you need to redirect them, you need to know how to leverage those techniques that you've learned to redirect them and get them to a better place.
Okay. Well, is there an age limit for your care? I mean, it's so interesting to see the change in society, because people are being diagnosed with dementia earlier and earlier. What kind of age can your facility take?
That's a really great question too, and a great point, because we are seeing different types of dementia, and people are getting them earlier in life. And so as long as they have a diagnosis of dementia, we don't really put an age limit on that person.
Okay. What is the best way for a family to get more information about what you're doing here in San Antonio, or even see one of your facilities?
So what they would do is get in touch with one of the with our San Antonio community, Stone Oak, and we'll be happy to give them a tour, invite them in, have a meal with their loved one. We have nurses who can do an evaluation, sit down, and help guide them. They may not be appropriate for us. They may not be ready yet. Maybe the resident is still managing just fine at home with their loved one, so we can help them identify what services they need, how can they maintain them at home, and then determine when it's time to move them.
So important, and I'm so excited that you're here on San Antonio Living to let our viewers know about this new facility here in San Antonio, catering to those dealing with dementia and Alzheimer's. It's called Autumn Leaves. Thank you so much for coming this morning, Brenda.
Thank you.
I want to give the viewers the information. Autumn Leaves, the phone number on your screen, it's 214-845-4500. Again, 845-4500. And you can find out more about their services online at autumnleaves.com.
It should be one of the most